This is wrong. Hello. Hold on, I'll be right there. Good morning. 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 Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places. I think I'm actually live. I've got that off. And I've got that off. Okay, I think I'm actually, for once, I started with my voice. Oh yeah, fix that coffee, girl. Fix that coffee. Doing some ironing. Yes, girl, you go. You get down with your home ec self. I love it. I think ironing's great. My ex-husband was in the Navy and he ironed. He was like an expert ironer. He would press his shirts, for work, and he just was like so good at it. I think that was, and he always attributed it to the Navy. I don't know. That's a fun fact. Fun fact. I really need coffee this morning because I just am like I'm not awake. I'm not awake. Wait, I want to put on the, oh, is the intro like way over? Oh no, I guess it's not. Weird. Anyway, yeah, I'm okay. It's Friday. Yay, Friday. Friday's the best. Okay, let's make that a lot bigger. Well, I guess no, I don't want it. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh my goodness. When I lived in the UK, my friends ironed everything due to, from line drying. Oh yeah. Almost time to sit down and join the bake. Yes, girl. All right. Take your time. I'm taking my time. I'm dragging. Okay, on baby watch. Oh, Pepper. A little grandbaby Pepperina in the mix. I fucking love that. Oh my God. I'm so happy. Grandbabies. That's so cool. I think that's amazing. I'm having like a focus problem this morning. You ever have that where your eyes are almost like you've got like fur on your eyes or something? Congratulations, Pepper. Yes, hope for healthy mama and baby. That's so wonderful. I love that. I need a tissue. Hold on. I don't have a tissue. Why is my eye? All of a sudden my eyes. I'm crying. I'm so happy. No. Good morning. Oh. I've got fuzzy, leaky eyes this morning. Yep, went into labor last night. Oh, that's so exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear more. Good for her. Congratulations to her and your son. That's wonderful. That's so exciting. Oh, you're going to have your hands full, girl. You are going to have your hands full with a beautiful, beautiful bundle. Oh, babies are so cool. That's really cool. I'm really happy. Excellent. Excellent news. Excellent news for a Friday. A reason to celebrate. Wow. What if the baby is born during the lounge? Wow. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, anyway, that's really great. I'm really excited for you. That's really great. Oh, it's exciting. Let's see, what else is going on? Yesterday my daughter and I did some retail therapy and went shopping, probably with money we don't have, which, That's kind of par for the course. But it felt great. And yeah. Actually, I got this bathing suit top from Victoria's Secret because they're having their annual sale or whatever. I guess they're having a sale. I don't really know. I got a bathing suit for $26. Like the top and the bottom. For each piece was $13. Okay. I'm just saying. I wear a lot of bathing suits. I mean, I wear those instead. I don't really love bras. Although I did buy myself a bra. I'm not going to show you, but I did buy a bra. So I could be a grown-up once in a while. It's not a very grown-up bra, though. It's orange. Victoria's Secret. Oh, small town life. I know. One of these days yeah, well, anyway. Mindy, good morning, Mindy. How are you today? Mindy, we were just celebrating the fact that Pepper is about to be a grandmama. You don't have a Target? Okay, that's it. I'm coming. I'm coming to get you. Get this woman to a mall stat. Sometimes it's really fun to just walk around and you know, I don't know. We bought some things yesterday it's stuff that we needed. So it wasn't like, I can't really say that anything was like super fun. Like, you know, bra's kind of fun. We're driving 2 hours tomorrow to go shopping for a trip. That's a lot. That's a lot of investment. Yeah, you have to take a trip to get ready for a trip. You literally have to take a big trip to then just get the stuff you need for your other trip. Well, I hope you're having fun. I hope you have fun. And I think your family's pretty fun. So I think you'll probably have a good time. But yeah, we had a good time yesterday. Yeah, and tonight's the lounge. Tonight's a good old-fashioned, fun, crazy, kooky lounge. All right? So no surprises. Lolo's not trying to, do anything great or make a flambe or construct a terrine. Nope, she's not. She's just going to do plain old fucking trivia. Which I think is great. I can't wait. Let's see. What else? Oh, okay. So, I know, right? Our week starts with laughter and it ends with it. That's fucking great. Oh, that just makes me so happy. I just can't. That's like, I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. It's so great. It's really weird, how like, I was thinking about that yesterday. Okay, so here's what I was talking to Bobo about. I've talked for a long time about wanting to do like comedy, open mic. And so what I'm going to do, and I've been very unbrave. So I was talking to Bobo about it yesterday because Bobo has like, in film school and then, she's worked on set and in film school, she actually cast her films and stuff like that. So she's familiar with like the audition process and all that kind of stuff. And so I was talking to her about what is holding me back from doing, because I will walk through a fucking grocery store and do a comedy routine in the fucking aisles of the grocery store, humiliating my daughter. But it's like I can't stop myself from being a fucking goofball in public. You know what I mean? So I know that I don't have like, I'm not like scared of being a goofball, right? But I thought about it really hard when we were talking yesterday, and it's like the act of getting ready and going to the venue, and I don't know all the process of the venue, so it's a process that I'm not familiar with. It's not my world. So going to auditions, like getting gigs and doing open mic, which I know I need to do in order to do what I want to do, which is this, but better, you know? Um, but I'm scared of going to the venue and just like not knowing what's going to happen next. It's really weird. Anticipated reaction, yeah, and there you go. And I know your dad is a comedian. I'm not going to say anymore, but anyway, like I know he knows, obviously. So it's really interesting to me that I'm like, that's the hurdle. And I worked on my set last night, even because I had a set. I had a little set that I was going to do for stand up. And then I just like walked away from it because I'm like, I'm not ready. I can't, I'm not there yet. I think I might have to go to like an actor's studio and just do some stuff because the act of doing the improv, of standing up and doing whatever I'm going to do is fine. Like, I don't care. You know, I can turn, I can anticipate bombing and that's fine. Like I can hopefully turn it around, you know, like I can probably make the bombing part of the joke or whatever. But the act of going there and like signing in and what do I do and how do I act and what do I wear and what do I, you know, am I going to be okay? And am I going to, you know, like that kind of stuff. That's what's holding me back. Anyway, so the bottom line is what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to an open mic, a couple open mics over the next couple weeks, and I'm just going to see what it's like. I'm just going to be an audience member, which is, of course I should do, you know. But I want to get a feel for like a couple different clubs that I've looked at that I might want to do it at, and then, you know, go from there. And maybe I should take, you know what, I've driven by these place with acting classes in West Hollywood, and I should probably just fucking go in there and just say, what? What? Anyway, sorry. This is you're welcome to career counseling with Lolo. Yeah, because I want to start auditioning for stuff, but I don't even really know how to do that. And I don't have a reel. You know, I need to put together a reel and shit like that. I was talking to Bobo. She's like, you need some headshots. I'm like, oh. So anyway, I'll figure all that out. I think people teach stand-up and joke delivery in classes. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. They definitely do. I might check that out. I should. If I want to do something like this, I should. But see, I just want to be discovered. Lots of us develop agoraphobia. Are you uncomfortable leaving your home? I would say I was more uncomfortable after I had a breakdown in 2019, right before COVID. So I think my fear of going out and being exposed has been like pre-COVID and then exacerbated by COVID. I feel better now than I did 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I was in pretty bad shape. So I feel, and I haven't made tremendous progress, but I've made some progress. So, but it's much easier for me to stay in the house than it is to leave the house. Let's put it that way. But yeah, definitely have some of those barriers. Yeah. So that's cool. It's cool. I think I have a renewed focus to fill my life up with things too, because I feel like I get too like despondent over like relationships or whatever, you know, whatever like the inner workings of humans are. And I think that's a sign that I might need to like expand my personal like engagement in the world that doesn't necessarily focus on individual people. I think that's where what the message is here. So anyway, I don't know. Okay, so that's great. We've spent a half an hour. No, we spent 15 minutes. Thank God it wasn't a half an hour. Talking about my bullshit. My stupid bullshit. But it is my show, so I guess it's the Lolo stupid bullshit hour and not the nothing else. But yeah. And I was sad about Donald Sutherland. Oh, I love you, Mindy. Sending you love and strength. I know so much of, oh my God. I feel like this has been such a great outcome of what I've been through. Like this is one of the better outcomes I could see for myself. Let's put it that way. I mean, the best outcome would be for some fucking, strapping Sam, what's his name, to come in and say, Lolo, I love you. I've always loved you. And I'm going to take you away and we're going to live on a ranch where you can have a chicken. I just want one chicken, maybe two, because I don't want them to be lonely. But I just want one chicken, maybe two. Okay, two chickens. I just want two chickens so they won't be lonely. And then I want that Sam guy to come in and say, you know what? No roosters. No roosters. No, that I know. I don't want any roosters. I might want a goat. I think a goat would be nice. But again, I think then I need two because I don't want him to be lonely. I might want a goat or two. Yeah. Dreams. Dreams. They're not just for children. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what to say. God, this coffee is so good. So good. So good. All right, let's read some headlines. My God, I got to inform you people. You came here to be informed, not my therapist. This thing is so annoying. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh my God. Okay, so just get ready, because some of these headlines are so fucking dumb. Okay, I'm sorry. Like this one. Trump has rapidly eroded Biden's edge in 2024 cash battle. Just 2 months ago, President Biden appeared to have a daunting financial advantage. Okay, so listen. Listen. The headline says Trump has rapidly eroded Biden's edge in 2024 cash battle. Is that really the story? There you go. Informed and therapist. Right, exactly. There you go, friends. That's right. You're friends of mine who are both informed and therapy. So the headline reading has eroded, okay, is not telling the story. Okay? The story should be, where did people's money come from? And I know you notice I didn't say just Trump's money. Sure, I want Biden's money too. Let's find out where the money comes from. So I think something that would make us feel better is to know less opinion, or not opinion, but less like that headline and more like, let's see where the money came from for the candidates and who's raised what and how. You know what I mean? Like that to me would be more helpful information as a voter, So while you can say Trump has rapidly eroded Biden's edge, you might want to ask another question in terms of, well, who gave him that money? Who gave him that money? I don't know. So maybe it says it, but I'm not happy with the headline, New York Times. Shocker. Let's see. An heir to the Mellon fortune gave $50 million to a pro-Trump group. Oh my. What? 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 Okay. Always follow the money or ask who would benefit financially from that. Thank you. Thank you, Lee. That's right. What have we always said, kids? The cash from Mr. Mellon, a reclusive billionaire. I mean, aren't these people dead? The Mellons, aren't they dead? They die out. They keep fucking each other and having cousins or something. What's going on? Why can't we get rid of them? The cash from Mr. Mellon, a reclusive billionaire who has also been a major donor to a super PAC supporting Robert F. Kennedy Jr., is among the largest single disclosed gifts ever. Wow. Timothy Mellon, a reclusive heir to a Gilded Age fortune, donated $50 million to a super PAC supporting Donald J. Trump the day after the former president was convicted of 34 felonies. according to new federal filings, an enormous gift that is among the largest single disclosed contributions ever. The donation's impact on the 2024 race is expected to be felt almost immediately. Within days of the contribution, the pro-Trump super PAC, Make America Great Again, Inc., said in a memo that it would begin reserving $100 million in advertising through Labor Day. The group had only $34.5 million on hand at the end of April, and Mr. Mellon's contribution accounted for much of that, nearly $70 million that the super PAC raised in May. On Wednesday and Thursday, the super PAC began reserving $30 million in ads to air in Georgia and Pennsylvania around the 4th of July holiday. Mr. Mellon is now the first donor to give $100 million in disclosed federal contributions in this year's election. He was already the single largest contributor to super PACs supporting both Mr. Trump and Robert Kennedy Jr., who is running as an independent. Mr. Mellon has previously given $25 million to both. Democrats have sought to portray Mr. Kennedy as a spoiler supported by Republicans, in part by emphasizing Mr. Mellon's dual contributions and seemingly split loyalties. The pro-Kennedy super PAC has distributed quotations from the hard-to-reach Mr. Mellon. Oh, my God. My mouth. Easily distracted. The pro-Kennedy super PAC has distributed quotations from the hard-to-reach Mr. Mellon for a blurb that appears on the cover of Mr. Mellon's upcoming book. Mr. Kennedy called the billionaire a maverick entrepreneur. It's not clear what Mr. Mellon's mega donation means for his support of Mr. Kennedy going forward. He has so far toggled between giving support to both candidates. His most recent donation to Mr. Kennedy's super PAC was a $5 million contribution in April. But Mr. Mellon's $50 million gift will significantly help pro-Trump forces narrow the financial advantage that President Biden and his allies have enjoyed so far. Miriam Adelson, the casino billionaire and widow of Sheldon Adelson, who died in 2021, has also made plans to fund a pro-Trump super PAC with at least as much money as the $90 million that her family gave in the 2020 campaign, although much of that cash has yet to arrive. Richard and Elizabeth Oiline, I don't know how to say that name. The Illinois couple, who are among the GOP's largest donors, each gave $5 million to the Trump super PAC in May. The billionaire energy executive Keely Warren also gave $5 million. Oh wait, I didn't even have very many jokes until COVID hit, and I was visiting my mother-in-law in memory care. Everybody was so sad. I had to cheer them up every time I walked in. I remember you saying that, Jim. I know. But outside groups supporting Mr. Biden have already announced more than $1 billion in planned spending, anchored by a reserved $250 million in advertising from the leading pro-Biden super PAC, Future Forward. Individual donations as large as $50 million are rare in American campaigns. Other gifts of a similar size have come from candidates who self-funded their campaigns, from couples who technically split their mammoth contributions, or from donors who have paid in installments over time. Until now, Make America Great Again, Inc., which serves as the leading pro-Trump super PAC, has had only modest fundraising success, relying largely on Republican donors who have personal connections to the former president. In the first few months of 2024, the group raised between $7.4 million and $14.4 million in a month. MAGA Inc. was originally seeded with $60 million by Mr. Trump's Political Action Committee, which is prohibited from spending to support his candidacy, before he declared his run for president. But in a highly unusual transaction, Mr. Trump later asked for a refund of the $60 million he had given months earlier. So MAGA Inc. has now returned that amount to the PAC, Save America, which is helping pay his legal bills. Mr. Mellon, who had previously put $25 million into the group over the last 12 months, now accounts for nearly half of what the group has raised in total. Mr. Mellon has long avoided the publicity that typically surrounds a donor this significant. After bursting onto the Republican fundraising scene at the dawn of the Trump administration, he quickly developed a reputation as an unusual, quirky figure. Despite his famous last name, he is the grandson of former Treasury Secretary Andrew Mellon and a member of the wealthy Mellon family. Republican fundraisers had largely not heard of him before he made a $10 million donation to the GOP super PAC in mid-2018. That gift was the first of 9 8-figure checks that he would cut to major Republican groups. He would go on to hire political counsel to guide him in Washington, although he lives primarily in Wyoming these days. Few recipients of his money have even met him. The $50 million check to support Mr. Trump is matched only by a different donation Mr. Mellon made on behalf of another tough-on-immigration political project, the private construction of a border wall in Texas. In August 2021, Mr. Mellon donated $53 million worth of stock to help pay for the wall, a priority of Governor Greg Abbott of Texas. Mr. Mellon, who did not respond to requests for comment on Thursday, appears to be growing more comfortable with the scrutiny of his influence. Next month, he is slated to publish a book, Pan Am Captain, about his Pan Am Captain, whatever, about his work turning around Pan Am Systems, a collection of companies that includes rail, aviation, and marketing firms. Mr. Mellon originally self-published an autobiography, but it was taken offline in 2016 after some incendiary passages became public, including a line that black people were, quote, even more belligerent after social programs were expanded in the 60s and 70s. What? Mr. Mellon also wrote that social safety net programs amounted to slavery redux. Quote, for delivering their votes in the federal elections, they are awarded with yet more and more freebies, food stamps, cell phones, WIC payments, Obamacare, and on and on. Mr. Mellon wrote, according to the Washington Post. The new book, Pan Am Captain, will be released by Skyhorse Publishing. Its president is Tony Lyons, who co-founded the pro-Kennedy super PAC American Values 2024. In a rare interview with Bloomberg in 2020, Mr. Mellon praised what he saw as Mr. Trump's follow-through. He's done the things he promised to, or tried to do the things he's promised to, he said. Wow. Okay, well, Mr. Mellon, guess what? You get my attention. $53 million is build the wall. Is it Steve Bannon? I don't think he gave that money to Steve Bannon. I think he gave it to Greg Abbott. So I don't know if I would mix those two together per se. I don't know. Speaking of which, whatever happened to Parscale? He's around actually. You know, he's actually getting, he actually was consulted on this. He's not part formally of the Trump campaign this year, but I do understand that he's been consulted as a part of the campaign this year. So Brad's there. I have a montage of Brad. Not a montage, sorry, a collage. I have a collage of Brad Parscale, of all his arrest pictures. Remember when he got in trouble for beating his wife? Yes, the police came. They tried to stop him. And they put him in a car because he was drunk and in his underwear. I have the pictures to prove it. I have the pictures to prove it. Okay, Michael Bloomberg backed President Biden with a $20 million donation. Here's how billionaires are. I don't really think I want to read this. I thought I did, but I don't think I want to. RFK wants charges on CNN because he didn't qualify. Are you kidding easily? Did he really say that? Because he didn't qualify? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Whoops, whoa. All right. Oh my God, a gulp. 'Cause I'm easy like Friday morning. 'Cause I'm easy like Friday morning. Hey, share the broadcast. We've got 17 viewers. 9 of you are here on YouTube. Join us on YouTube. Brad paid Lara Trump and Kim Guilfoyle $180,000 a year for a no-show job. I don't know if Brad did anything. Brad probably wasn't totally conscious. So I'm not entirely sure what his... Yes, said it was a federal charge for denying him. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. Hi, Peace Love. How you doing? That's so redunculous. I can't even believe it. I can't not even believe it. Well. I think this is a cute... I don't want to read it. He memorized the world with Google Maps. Now he's exploring it. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. This is what your heart rate can tell you about your fitness. I don't know about that. Oh, chopped salad. I love chopped salad. All right. Here we go. The opaque industry secretly inflating prices for prescription drugs. Pharmacy benefit managers are driving up drug costs for millions of Americans, employers, and the government. Why? Why are we letting them do this? Can somebody fucking understand this or explain this to me? How does this happen? I want to find out what the fuck's happening. Americans are paying too much for prescription drugs. It is a common, long-standing complaint, and the culprits seem obvious. Drug companies, insurers, a dysfunctional federal government. But there's another collection of powerful forces that often escape attention because they operate in the bowels of the healthcare system and cloak themselves in such opacity and complexity that many people don't even realize they exist. They're called pharmacy benefit managers, and they are driving up drug costs for millions of people, employers, and the government. The three largest pharmacy benefit managers, or PRMs, act as middlemen. See, this is what I don't understand. I don't under-fucking-stand this. Overseeing prescriptions. We have to... I'm sorry. Let's figure out... We'll find jobs for some of these people, but get them the fuck out of my fucking medicine. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of being manipulated by fuckwads who just want to get rich. And they're dumb. All right, anyway. I'm sorry. The three largest blah, 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 blah. They are owned by huge healthcare conglomerates, CVS Health, Cigna, and United Health Group, and are hired by employers and governments. The job of the PRMs is to reduce drug costs. Instead, they frequently do the opposite. Yeah, it should be all nonprofit. And I mean nonprofit with a cap on fucking salaries. Okay? You can pay the person who has the smarts. I say pay them whatever. I don't care. You can pay them. But the CEOs and the business people behind it? No, fuck no. Fuck no. The job of the PRMs, okay, wait. They steer patients, okay, but they do the opposite. They steer patients toward pricier drugs, charge steep markups on what would otherwise be inexpensive medicines. To whom? And extract billions of dollars in hidden fees, a New York Times investigation found. Why is this legal? Most Americans get their health insurance through a government program like Medicare or through an employer, which pay for two different types of insurance for each person. One type covers visits to doctors and hospitals, and it is handled by an insurance company. The other pays for prescriptions. That is overseen by the PRM. In a doctor's union. The PRM negotiates with drug companies, pays pharmacies, and helps decide which drugs can get at what price. In theory, everyone saves money. Let's see. Each PRM's estimated share of prescriptions filled in the United States. I don't really understand that chart. We're really, really good at what we do. John Mart, president of United Health's PRM, Optum RX. I fucking hate these people. Let me tell you about these people. Optum, CVS Specialty Pharmacy I have recorded phone calls where I am breaking down because I can't get my medicine. So I have this is a big pain point with me, literally. And so I actually was like, I will chain myself to CVS Specialty Pharmacy headquarters until they fucking just get me my medicine. That was part of my breakdown. Maybe I shouldn't read this. Actually, it's important. Okay. The Times interviewed more than 300 current and former PRM employees, patients, and physicians and pharmacists and other industry experts and reviewed court documents and patient records. The investigation found that the largest PRMs often act in their own financial interest at the expense of their clients and patients. Among the findings, PRMs sometimes push patients toward drugs with higher out-of-pocket costs, shunning cheaper alternatives. They often charge employers and government programs like Medicare multiple times the wholesale price of a drug, keeping most of the difference for themselves. That overcharging goes far beyond the markups that pharmacies, like other retailers, typically tack on when they sell products. The largest PRMs recently established subsidiaries that harvest billions of dollars in fees from drug companies, money that flows straight to their bottom line and does nothing to reduce healthcare costs. The PRMs, which are responsible for paying pharmacies on behalf of employers, are driving independent drugstores out of business by not paying them enough to cover their costs. Small pharmacies have little choice but to accept these lowball rates because the largest PRMs control an overwhelming majority of prescriptions. The disappearance of local pharmacies limits healthcare access for poorer communities, but ultimately enriches the PRM's parent companies, which own drugstores or mail-order pharmacies. PRMs sometimes delay or even prevent patients from getting their prescriptions. In the worst cases, patients suffer serious health consequences. Yeah. Right? This is it. That's me. I'm that bullet point. That's my bullet point. Many patients learn about the existence of PRMs only when they have a problem. Oh my God. I can't do this. Okay, I'm sorry. I cannot read that one. Can't read that one. Okay, let's go on. Let's go politics. Come on now. I'll read it later. Benjamin Netanyahu feuds with allies as questions mount over the war's future. Good, and it should end. Let's stop this. Get the hostages back and stop this. Stop it. Okay. Editor tapped lead to Washington. Editor tapped to lead the Washington Post won't take the job. Jasmine Crockett was on Jimmy Kimmel. Cool. I will drive you there. Yay. Good. Last night I went to a friend's. Hi, Max. How are you? I went to a friend's concert in the park. It was the first time since the pandemic that I've been in public unmasked, but it was sparsely attended and outside. That's nice, Max. What a nice night. Hi, GP. Good night. Wait, you're about to go to bed or you're in? I don't know. I reached my safety net and all of my pharmaceuticals are free until year's end. Some Americans call it communism. Exactly. I call it good health policy. I think that's so great. I remember you saying that, GP. I think it's so great. I want to see Jasmine Crockett. I suppose I'll get zapped if I do that. Okay, so the guy who they wanted to Robert Winnett will stay at the Daily Telegraph after reports raised questions about his ties to unethical news gathering practices. Well, so is it that he won't take the job or that the job has been rescinded? I mean, right? Okay, the major decisions. Oh, so this is the Supreme Court. So next Wednesday, I think Gal told me this. Next Wednesday is when they expect to announce the immunity decision. Is that accurate the way I said that? I gotta smoke some weed and drink some coffee. Hold on. The Taylor Swift economy has landed in Europe. I think it's so interesting. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I need to sit for a minute. Please share the broadcast. I don't know why, because I'm not doing anything very interesting. I know. What a nice evening. That sounds so lovely. I think I want to move to a smaller town, actually. I think I want to move to a smaller town. I have a good story about that, but I don't think I can tell it yet. All right, let's see. 5 things to do this weekend. Well, we'll look at that because that looks interesting. As Ukraine expands military draft, many sign up, but some go into hiding. Let's see. Is there a thing we can? The weatherman tried to. Supreme Court allows. Okay. For Judge and Trump documents case, unusual rulings are business as usual. Who wrote this analysis? Let me see. Who wrote this analysis? Oh, I don't know. Alan Foyer and Eileen Sullivan. I think I'm going to go ahead and read this one. Lolo, I have a question. I was rewatching yesterday and you were asking about someone's Twitter and then not responding. Were you talking to me? Oh, no. Peace, love. That was someone else's. Someone else. No worries. Sorry about that if I missed that. No, that was just another situation. Oh, lovely. We have free movies in the park. Ooh, that's so nice. I love that. I love that. Mm. I had friends who lived in Virginia, so I stayed with them for a little bit when I was first moving to DC. I was waiting for my place, so I just stayed with them for a couple nights. And they lived in Virginia, and they lived in this area. I actually can't remember the name of the town, oddly enough. But and it's a big town. It's like on the metro, so it's on the way into DC. And because the husband, I've known these people for like, oh my God, I've known them since 1998. I've known them a long time. Anyway, point is, no. Yeah, no. I've known him longer. I've known him since 1995. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't Twitter. I get scared there was a fake. No. Peace, love. You're good. You're good. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. They lived in this town in Virginia. And this town had been set up, part of this town had been set up where they had like, one of those like huge, like square, a really cute like shopping mall, but not like silly stuff, like actual, like a little like a Trader Joe's and a this and a that and a, like little and good restaurants and stuff like pizza, really nice pizza place and a really, whatever, a bar and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and it was all like it was like a mini community, right? So you had like a huge green space in the middle, and then they would show movies in the summer on the side of a building, huge. And it was like hundreds of people on this lawn watching movies. And that is so much fun. Like that to me was just so beautiful and so fun. And like, I would love to live in a neighborhood like that. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, let's read this. This is Eileen Cannon. When Judge Eileen Cannon, Eileen, presides over a hearing on Friday, that's today, in former President Donald J. Trump's. It was so lovely. I've got to take a nap. Yes, love. All right, love. Mindy, have a wonderful nap, and I'll see you later on before you go to work, my love. All right, have a good one. When Judge Eileen Cannon presides over a hearing on Friday, that's today, in former President Donald J. Trump's classified documents case, she will spend the day considering well-trod arguments about an arcane legal issue in an unorthodox manner. It will be the latest example of how her unusual handling of the case has now become business as usual. Over the past several months, Judge Cannon, who was appointed by Mr. Trump in his final days in office, has made a number of decisions that have prompted second-guessing and criticism among legal scholars following the case. Many of her rulings on a wide array of topics have been confounding to them, often evincing her willingness to grant a serious hearing to far-fetched issues that Mr. Trump's lawyers have raised in his defense. The issue that will be discussed on Friday in federal district court in Fort Pierce, Florida, is a motion. Oh, bye, GP. Oh, you're saying bye to Mindy and then never mind. Okay. I'm up to speed. Okay. Oh, wait, what'd I do? Many of her rulings on a wide array of topics have been confounding to them. Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, the issue that will be discussed on Friday in federal district court in Fort Pierce is a motion by the defense to dismiss the charges in the case on the grounds that Jack Smith, the special counsel who filed them last spring, was improperly funded and appointed, which I guess all of a sudden makes you innocent. That's crazy. Now that's crazy. The defense has argued that Mr. Smith was not named to his post by the president or approved by the Senate like other federal officers. Come on now. And that the Attorney General Merrick Garland, who gave him the job, had no legal power to do so on his own. Mr. Smith's deputies have countered that under the Appointments Clause of the Constitution. Agency heads like Mr. Garland are authorized to name inferior officers like special counsels to act as their subordinates. Well, maybe we'll go there. And while the subject of the hearing may seem rather technical, what is most unusual is that it is happening at all. Reaching back to the early 1970s, courts have repeatedly rejected efforts like Mr. Trump's to question the legality of independent prosecutors. Those have included the Supreme Court upholding the appointment of Leon Jaworski, one of the special prosecutors who investigated the Watergate scandal, in a decision that was largely focused on the issue of President Richard Nixon's claims of executive privilege. Judges have also tossed efforts to invalidate the work of special counsels like Robert Mueller, who examined connections between Russia and Mr. Trump's 2016 campaign, and David C. Weiss, who has brought 2 criminal cases against Hunter Biden, President Biden's son. Despite this record, however, Judge Cannon has decided to consider the constitutionality of Mr. Smith's appointment anew, and not on the merits of the written briefs, but rather at an expansive hearing that will spill across 2 days. The proceeding might go beyond the normal process of merely making arguments and could include, as the judge recently wrote, the, quote, presentation of evidence, though it remains unclear what evidence she meant. In another unusual move, Judge Cannon is allowing 3 lawyers who have filed what are known as amicus or friend of the court briefs to argue in front of her for 30 minutes each. While these outside parties, referred to as amici, are commonly permitted to make their case directly to judges in appellate courts like the Supreme Court, that is not the standard practice in trial courts. Quote, the fact that Judge Cannon granted the amici request for oral argument seems to suggest that she is seriously considering the constitutional argument against the appointment of the special counsel, said Joel Johnson, an associate professor at Pepperdine Caruso School of Law. One of the most striking aspects of Judge Cannon's tenure is that she has largely ignored a common practice in the Southern District of Florida, where she sits, of trial judges handing off routine motions to the magistrate judge attached to the case. Judge Cannon has not delegated any motions to the magistrate judge in this case, Bruce Reinhart, and Judge Reinhart knows the case well, having approved the search warrant used by the FBI 2 years ago. 2 years ago, when agents descended on Mar-a-Lago, Mr. Trump's estate in Palm Beach, and hauled away, a trove of classified material that is central to the case. Even before Mr. Trump was indicted last June on charges of illegally holding onto classified documents after he left office and then obstructing the government's repeated efforts to retrieve them, Judge Cannon made an unusual move to insert herself into the case unnecessarily. After the FBI searched Mar-a-Lago, she barred federal prosecutors from using any evidence collected from Mr. Trump's estate until an independent arbiter sorted through it for materials that were privileged. That decision was quickly reversed with a stern rebuke from the appeals court that sits over her. Well, where the fuck are they now? Okay. In recent months, Judge Cannon has continued in much the same vein, making several quizzical decisions, or just as often putting off making them at all. In February, for example, she stunned observers of the case when she agreed to let Mr. Trump's lawyers reveal the names of several government witnesses in a filing they were planning to submit. Mr. Smith's deputies, fearful for the safety of the witnesses, asked her to revisit this decision, which she ultimately did. 1 month later, the judge issued another baffling order, asking the defense and prosecution to send her draft instructions for the jury that seemed to adopt one of Mr. Trump's key defenses in the case. The order was bizarre on its face because questions surrounding jury instructions are usually hashed out on the eve of trial, and at that point, Judge Cannon had not set a trial date yet. It was even stranger because by appearing to adopt Mr. Trump's defense, the judge seemed to be nudging any eventual jurors toward acquitting the former president or leaving open the possibility that she herself could acquit him near the end of the proceeding by declaring that the government had failed to prove its case. More recently, Judge Cannon held a hearing to consider giving Mr. Trump's 2 co-defendants, Walt Nauta and Carlos de Oliveira, what is known as a bill of particulars, a detailed recitation of the charges supplementing those laid out in the indictment. Such documents are almost never granted to a criminal defendant, and while Judge Cannon ultimately denied the request, her decision to open her courtroom for a hearing on the issue in the first place was unusual, as other district judges or magistrate judges often decide such minor pretrial issues on the basis of court filings alone. In this case, however, Judge Cannon has made holding hearings the norm. Last month, Judge Cannon issued an order formally scrapping the May 20th trial date in the case. While judges enjoy wide latitude over the timing of cases and do not generally need to justify their scheduling decisions, Judge Cannon cited an odd authority for putting off the trial, a 2013 essay titled The National Security Trials, A Judge's Perspective. The author was T.S. Ellis III, a respected former jurist who sat for years in the Eastern District of Virginia. But it was nonetheless unusual for a judge to cite an informal piece of writing as a basis for a decision, rather than relying solely on legal cases. Quote, "It's an interesting sign about the work that's going into writing these decisions," said Tracy George, a professor at Vanderbilt Law School, or the lack of work, the lack of care. That's right. She's terrible. Judge Eileen Cannon rejected suggestions to step aside. Heat and climate extremes. Be careful out there. Everyone who's in a heat zone, please stay hydrated. Stay indoors. Check on your neighbors. Check on your pets, right? So be safe. We want you to be safe. Let's see. A vape pen, a fallen, a question on Nico. In Iran's election, a new target for conservatives, the government. Oh, interesting. Oh, cornhole. Come on now. Come on now. Let's see. Power failure brings Amtrak and NG Transit. Okay, so we had that yesterday. They should be back up and running. Japan makes it very hard to be sterilized. These women demand change. How Britain's Labour Party became electable again. Eric with fiance again. Oh. Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to go to Giants games all the time, San Francisco Giants. So I don't know. I don't really remember. I remember Willie McCovey playing. I was more like aware. But I do remember going to a game. I was talking to my siblings on Sunday. And I remember going to games where Willie Mays was playing, but I was too young. But they remember it very well. So we were reminiscing. That's the one thing our parents did. We didn't have money when we were little, but my parents took us to baseball games, and we didn't go to football games. Those were more expensive, but we went to baseball games a lot. The fashion police should charge Trump with bronzer abuse. Right? Just a different shade. What is it? Bain de Soleil for the Saint-Tropez tan. That's what it reminds me of. Like he put that orange stuff on him. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. The power of prevention. Linda Thompson's proxy music. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it early today because I'm a little discombobulated. I'm a little tired. And I want to get ready for tonight. I want to make sure I'm really cool. Ready for tonight. The Harlem home of Circus Impresario James Bailey. Oh, I want to look at this though. Oh my God, look at that. Look how pretty that is. A Bain de Soleil for the Saint-Tropez tan. It is, isn't it? Man, it just made you want to use that shit. Let's see if there's anything good here. Okay. A James Bailey residence, a St. Nicholas. We'll end with this. Well, actually, we'll end with Wordle, but we'll end here. Oh, our final story. James Bailey residence at St. Nicholas Place in 150th Street in Harlem, built in 1888 for the less flamboyant partner of Barnum and Bailey team, is a three-ring circus of architectural elements. A Romanesque revival tower, a curvilinear Flemish gables, a high chimney adorned with Tudor roses, even a heraldic carving of a medieval knight's helmet over the front door. Well, that's really beautiful. A show house for a showman, the Limestone Mansion is an unlikely survivor of the apartment house construction that swept away other Gilded Age residences on St. Nicholas Place, a 4-block spur of St. Nicholas Avenue that stretches north from 150th Street like a railroad siding. By the early 2000s, however, the mansion was in dire distress, its elegant interior ravaged by a pack of inbred dogs. What? That's so weird. And one of its 4 chimneys tilting perilously. That's so weird. Though the building was designated a city landmark in 1974, preservation is... Oh, Lee, what are you doing out of town this weekend? Hope you have a terrific lounge. Yay. Safe travels, Lee. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. We'll talk to you later. Let's say... Preservation is worried that an unscrupulous investor would buy it and hire lawyers and engineers to persuade the city it needed to be demolished. Instead, the leak-plagued structure was saved by an enterprising couple who scraped together $1.4 million to buy it in 2009 amid the depressed real estate market caused by the 2008 financial crisis. How cool is that? Martin Smolin and Chenji brought the Bailey residence for $1.4 million when it had more than 30 active leaks. Soon after the 9-foot copper finial on the tower blew off in a storm, they replaced it with a detailed replica shown here behind them. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's so pretty. I love New York. Martin Smolin, 63, and Chen Ji, I don't know if I'm mispronouncing her name, I really apologize, 59, natives of New Jersey and Shanghai, have been restoring it ever since, often with their own hands. It has been a monumental effort driven by love and obsession. Our main talent is we're not in a hurry, Mr. Spullin, a physical therapist, said of the restoration. So that goes along with not being really rich. Even with the cash raised from renting out the mansion as a location for television shows like Law & Order and Boardwalk Empire, the couple expects the project to take another 5 to 10 years to complete. James Bailey was born James McGinnis in Detroit in 1847. After being orphaned as a child, he landed a job with a traveling circus managed by Frederick Bailey, whose last name he adopted. By the 1870s, he co-owned a circus, which he boldly took on a pioneering tour of Australia before combining it with a London circus. His dash and ambition frequently brought him into bitter competition with P.T. Barnum until the two rivals joined forces in the early 1880s as the greatest show on earth. But Bailey's health failed, and he made plans to retire in the St. Nicholas Place mansion, filling its 25 rooms with curios from his world travels. In 1886, ground was broken. An avid horseman, Bailey also commissioned a terracotta ornamented stable down 150th Street near Convent Avenue. Wow. Oh, I remember that house. That's really cool. I did not realize that was a Bailey. That's really cool. Oh, and that's what it looked like back in the day. I love old-timey pictures. Bailey's residence, the vision of the architect Samuel B. Reed, who later designed a mirror image sister house in Cortland, New York, was featured on the cover of Scientific American in 1890. The magazine extolled the house's harmony of design and its wealth of mosaic-like stained glass windows, created through an innovative process patented by Henry Belcher. It is lovely. Oh, look at these windows. Holy shit. Alice Cooney Fringlinson, I don't know how to say that, a curator of American decorative arts at the Metropolitan, said she was flabbergasted and overwhelmed by seeing so many Belcher windows in one site in their original setting when she visited the Bailey house around 2009. That is so beautiful. They're mosaic. That's fucking crazy. Those are mosaic. Look at their like little, I don't know if you can really see. Let me see if I can get closer because they're like little tiny, oops. Let me see if I can get, it's hard to get really close, but you can see they're like little tiny mosaic tiles of glass. That's insane. Can you imagine how long this pattern took to place and solder those glass? That's crazy. Trump carries his makeup in a spackle bucket. It's true, he does. Of the home's 100 windows, some 70 include vivid stained glass. It's completely special, Miss Fringlinson said. She surmised that the Baileys, like many people who could afford a proper decorative interior, were trying to work toward a Gesamtkunstwerk, a total artwork in which all the decorative elements work together toward making the whole house a work of art. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They redid all of this. That's the before, and here's the, oh my God. That's so cool. Craftspersonship. Yeah, for real. For real. The elegant but distressed front parlor mantelpiece was over mantel were repaired by traditional line and restoration firm. The company's craftspeople allowed Miss Chen, pictured in 2017, to study their refinishing methods, which she then used to refinish shutters and other historical details herself. Oh, cool. But no house could contain the indefatigable Bailey for long. He rejected retirement and rejoined Barnum under the big top by 1888, trotting around, the Times reported, giving directions in a calm voice that permits no dispute. As apartment house development encroached upon the neighborhood, Bailey and his wife Ruth decamped to Mount Vernon, New York. The Harlem house was sold in 1904, and Bailey died 2 years later at 58. That is huge. 1895. That's an 1895 picture. Oh. The wife, Ruth Bailey, is standing on the stairs. In 1951, Marguerite Blake, who grew up in the neighborhood, realized her childhood dream by buying the Bailey mansion with her husband Warren. The couple lived upstairs while Mrs. Blake used the parlor level, including Bailey's old reception room, as the Marshall Blake Funeral Home. The Blakes were such conscientious stewards of the house that in 1981 they were honored for its restoration at a ceremony. There they are. But things took a dark turn. Mrs. Blake was robbed at gunpoint in the mansion, the thieves making off with the myriad gold bangles she wore from wrist to elbow. For security, the Blakes adopted German shepherds, which the childless couple loved like family. In time, the Blakes got older and the dogs more inbred and uncontrollable, chewing through balusters, clawing at the inside of the front door, and relieving themselves in the home, said Michael Henry Adams, a Harlem preservationist and longtime friend of the couple. It was very disturbing. In 2000, a fire ignited on an upper floor. The damage was limited, but the windows were knocked out by firefighters and the house deteriorated further. Oh, wow. Pennsylvania slate. Wow. That's so cool. I'm sorry. I think this stuff's cool. In 2008, at age 87, Mrs. Blake put the mansion up for sale for $10 million, but no one would touch it at that price, as the house had more than 30 active leaks and reeked horribly. Mr. Smolin and Miss Chen, who goes by Jenny, were undeterred. Though the basement floor was riddled with holes large enough to fall through, they observed that the house's bones, including 21-inch thick internal supporting masonry walls, were remarkably solid. Supreme Court holds up law disarming domestic abusers. Oh, that's good. Almost impossible to find a slate roofer, I would imagine. The mansion's lack of a certificate of occupancy meant that no bank would lend them a nickel, so the couple assembled patchwork of loans from friends and family. Okay, let's just see. I just want to look at the pictures. A pack of dogs damaged the column and chewed through stairway balusters, which were replaced above. The base of a quarter-sewn oak column in the dining room before restoration. Wow, that must have been like a total. Oh my gosh. So cool. All right, I'm sorry. There they are, making the stuff. Oh, that's beautiful. That's crazy. Look at that lamp. That's gorgeous. That is this is amazing. Can you imagine like sitting there reading a book? Oh, nice. Let's see. Oh. I love that. God, that must be so beautiful. I'm shocked at how beautiful the house is. Well, anyway, that's great. Nice. Nice. Let me get to Wordle. Supreme Court upholds law disarming domestic abusers. Really? Let's see. The justices rejected a Second Amendment challenge to a federal law that makes it a crime for people subject to domestic violence to possess. Well, thank fucking God. Jesus. The Supreme Court ruled on Friday that the government may disarm a Texas man subject to a domestic violence order, limiting the sweep of its earlier blockbuster decision that vastly expanded gun rights. That decision, issued in 2022, struck down a New York law that put strict limits on carrying guns outside the home. It also established a new legal standard, one whose reliance on historical practices has sown confusion, as courts have struggled to apply it, with some judges sweeping aside gun control laws that have been on the books for decades. In the new case, United States versus Rahimi, explored the scope of that new test. Only Justice Clarence Thomas, the author of the majority opinion in the 2022 decision, dissented. Well, what about that? Hi, Jen. I know, I love a keyhole door. Yeah. The case started in 2019 when Zaki Rahimi, a drug dealer in Texas, assaulted his girlfriend and threatened to shoot her if she told anyone, leading her to obtain a restraining order. The order suspended Mr. Rahimi's handgun license and prohibited him from possessing firearms. Mr. Rahimi defied the order in flagrant fashion, according to court records. He threatened a different woman with a gun, leading to charges of assault with a deadly weapon. Then, in the space of 2 months, he opened fire in public 5 times. Hi, basket package. I missed you. Hi. He threatened upset about a social media post from someone to whom he had sold drugs, for instance. He shot an AR-15 rifle into his former client's home. When a fast food service declined a friend's credit card, he fired several bullets into the air. The shootings led to a search warrant of Mr. Rahimi's home, which uncovered weapons, and he was charged with violating a federal law that makes it a crime for people subject to domestic violence orders to possess guns. After a judge rejected his Second Amendment challenge to the law, he pled guilty and was sentenced to more than 6 years in prison. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit at first affirmed his conviction in a short decision, rejecting the argument that the law violated the Second Amendment in a footnote. But the appeals court reversed course in 2023, a year after the Supreme Court decided the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association v. Bruin, which said courts must judge restrictions on gun rights by turning to early American history as a guide. What? Using that standard, the appeals court rejected a variety of old laws identified by the government as possible analogs, saying they did not sufficiently resemble the one concerning domestic violence orders. Many of them, Judge Corey T. Wilson wrote for the panel, disarmed classes of people considered to be dangerous, specifically including those unwilling to take an oath of allegiance, slaves, and Native Americans. That was different, he wrote, from domestic violence orders, which make case-by-case judgments about a particular individual's dangerousness. Judge Wilson, who was appointed by President Donald J. Trump, wrote that the government's insistence that it could disarm people who were not law-abiding, quote, admits to no true limiting principle. Quote, could speeders be stripped of their right to keep and bear arms? He asked. Political nonconformists? People who do not recycle or drive an electric vehicle? Judge Wilson acknowledged that the federal law at issue in this case embodies salutary policy goals meant to protect vulnerable people in our society. But he said the approach required by the Bruin decision did not allow courts to weigh the benefits of the law against its burdens. What was significant, he wrote, quoting the decision, was that, quote, our ancestors would never have accepted the law on domestic violence orders. The Fifth Circuit is dominated by Republican appointees and has issued a series of aggressively conservative rulings that have met a frosty reception at the Supreme Court, itself quite conservative, on issues like immigration, contacts with social media companies, and so-called ghost guns. Some of those Supreme Court rulings were tentative, but the overall picture is one of an appeals court out of step with the justices. Okay. Sweet. So another thing is, what's this? Oops, we did it again. We played with his pens, got lost in the game. Ooh, you think I'm in love, that I'm sent from above. He's not that innocent. Stephen K. Bannon. You would think with all his money, he could get a neck lift. You know what I'm saying? Like literally with this dude's money, he could probably get a neck lift. I'm just saying. I don't know. He was convicted of contempt in Congress after ignoring a congressional subpoena. A federal appeals court on Thursday rejected Steve Bannon's last-ditch effort to remain free while he exhausts his legal opinions. Can't have medical... What? Oh, yeah, exactly. Right? Okay, Mr. Bannon was convicted. Okay, so basically he got denied. Justice noted that Mr. Bannon was petitioning the Supreme Court to consider his case and wrote that he should remain free until it decides whether to hear his appeal. That denied motion was split 2-1. Oh, okay, the dissenting one said he should be free pending appeal. Okay, that's fine. Earlier this year, let's read it again just for fun. He looks like a bad bum. He does look like a bad bum, like literally. I've been watching a lot of true crime, and it's so sad to see so many Americans lose their lives. It is, GP. It is. Yeah, Mr. Navarro had sought to appeal his grounds. Whoopsie. Well, I guess it just wasn't really going to happen then, wasn't it? Okay, well, I am... Oh, wait, I want to do the Wordle, and then I'm going to probably split and give you back your morning. I'll give you back your morning, and then you'll own your day. Have a good day, and the day there, and the day, wah. I suppose I could do this easier, but I don't know. I kind of like this. What the hell? Huh? Where's your Wordle? What? Why do they make this so hard? Why do you make this so hard? Oh my God. Oh wait, what's this? How Britain's Labour Party became electable again. In fewer than 5 years, Britain's main opposition party has gone from massive defeat to the favorite to win. Yeah, I can see where that's happened. Stanford, 2 reports on bias show extent of divide between Jews and Muslims. I want to read that. Stanford, 2 reports on bias. I want to read that. Me. Oh, come on. Oh, you guys are stupid. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Where's your Wordle? Oh, here we go. Arts? I don't know. What is it? I asked my looking glass. What is it? Lifestyle? Where's the games? Where's the games? Where's your games? Maybe I missed this. I'm just gonna do this. Wordle. Give me Wordle. I don't know what else to do. All right, there we go. Phew. All right, this spoiler alert. We're gonna do what? It's gonna be hot today. Be careful. I know, it does. It all involves gun violence, and that's right. It's part of the plan. Fear and loathing. Let's see. Let's start with. I like this word. I don't know why. Whoops. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am. Oh, okay. You got it in 2? God damn. You guys are crazy. I know. GP, you're in winter right now, aren't you? You got it in 4, Max? Jen, you got it in 2? The fuck? No R, no. It's rare. I don't know. I don't understand the question, GP. Mm-mm. No R. Damn. Bye, gal. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too, gal. See you later. Have a good one. I'll talk to you on. I'll see you on the other apps. Burr, burr. So I wonder if it's TA. It's rare. Hi, gal. You try to. Oh, I'm so sorry, GP. I should have explained this. Yes, Wordle. You try and guess what the word is. It's a random word. And the green means I have the letter in the right place. The yellow means I have the right letter, but it's not in the right place. And black means that letter is not in that word. So I was thinking table, but there's no E. But it's rare. Oh boy. I need to not think about your clues because I will actually not. Wait. I don't think it's a T. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go crazy. Oh, okay. No B, no U, no L. Mm-hmm. 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 A and a T at the end. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no. I am only using. You're absolutely right. I am only. I have a year subscription that I paid for by mistake, and I can't cancel it. I tried. I mean, I can cancel it, but I have it anyway. So I canceled it from renewing. but what? Almost got into a physical altercation. Okay. But now, wait. Okay, so. Wordle 1098. What did he say? 1098, 276. It worked? Oh my God. I don't know what that means. 1098, 2 of 6. Oh my God. Girl, you're crazy. Okay, so wait. So what is it? What? It's some of your stats today? That's fucking awesome. Good for you. I am not going to get this one. Oh, you can post your school? I don't know if that's a very good idea for me. All right, wait. I got to think. Stop it. Oh, what about... No, that's not it. No, it's not a C. No, okay, that's not right. No, damn it, that's not right. No, that's not right. Okay, wait, what's the other... Okay, so what would be the vowel here? The G's throwing me off now. Na 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 na. Yeah, she is always in a cold rage. She's, the thing about her is she's just an actress. And she's a pretty good actress, to be honest. God, this is like really throwing me off. Yes, my body's built strong, not with nips, text, plastic, or silicone, through a healthy lifestyle. I don't get my Wordle strategy. I don't have a strategy. That's probably why you don't get it. I don't have a strategy. I use my brain. My brain just like runs through shit. Yeah, she does. She gives people what they want. She's the shiny object that everyone can't stop talking about, right? Clearly. And I am just like not here for it. Oh, I'm sorry. You couldn't even see the top. Okay, so wait. No, you? No. All right, so it's the T at the end that's giving me what this trouble. I just try things. That's my problem. All right, I'm just going to try things. I must eliminate the vowels and then the most commonly used letters in order to feel logically satisfying. I love you, Max. I totally love you. We would be like, you know what we would be like, Max? We would be like Oscar and Felix. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's what you and I would be. I would definitely be Oscar. I love you, Max. I really do. You have been a shining star in my world as we've navigated the fuck upness. I keep wanting to do this. I keep wanting to do this. I'm just gonna do it. This is what I want to do. It's not gonna even have a word. Damn it. Oh, poop. Okay. Then I'm gonna not do that. Oh, what about this? Oh, I don't think this is right. Okay, there's no U in it. I should have known that though from the vault. God damn it. Okay, so there's no E, there's no U. Dude, I can't with you. Where do you see? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Um. um. This is so embarrassing. Oh wait, so which ones did I already? Oh wait, so I already used the ones that are dark. Okay. um. Uh. There's a real world where I never get this. Do you understand? There's an actual world where I never get this. Bowels. Oh, is it really paint? Oh, fucking hell. Is it really paint? Easily, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's not rare. What do you mean rare? What the hell is rare? What the hell Jen, what the fucking hell kind of hint was that? Jen Griffin? God damn it. I'm sitting there in my head. It probably wasn't even a hint. I'm sitting there in my head going, rare. Oh. Oh my gosh, he did mean the score. Fuck. I'm sorry. Okay, I gotta stop. I'm like, rare. No, Jen, it's not your fault. Jen, it's not your fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. Oh my god, I fucking love that. Hurdle. They should call it Hurdle. Jen, you win. That's the best joke of the day. I don't play Wordle, I play Hurdle. Oh my god, I love you guys so much. All right. Oh my god, holy crap. Thank you, because I probably wasn't going to get that. I probably would have done stupid words for the next hour. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have because I would have lost. But, you know. Oh my God, that's too funny. Okay, let's put on some campfire for a minute. Let's ground ourselves in some campfire. That's too funny. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. I just can't even tell you. This just cracks me up. It really does. It really cracks me up. It's a hurdle. It's all a hurdle. Holy crap. That really... I'm like, rare. 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 What could it be? Rare. I fucking love you. I love you, Jen Griffin. I love you. I love you so much. Damn chat. Fucking chat throwing me off again, motherfuckers. Oh my God. Oh, I love you guys. All right. It is it's that time. You know you're off when you get when I guess it first. Easley's like, listen, if I walk in here and throw the word out there, you know you're fucked up. I love you, Easley. Well, yeah, I mean, if I wasn't looking for rare, maybe I would have gotten that sooner too. No, I probably wouldn't have. To be honest with you, I would probably never have. It doesn't matter what anyone says. I probably would have still fucked that up. Okay, so you know what we're doing here? It's a public service. I'm here to show you that you don't have to be perfect. Now, granted, I don't know what that's going to get you, but you don't have to be perfect. That's the message. Just stick with that. Just stick with that. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful Friday. If you don't come to the lounge tonight, I know a few of you can't make it to the lounge, so I'm not talking to you. I love you guys. But if you have a chance to come to the lounge and you choose not to, I don't even know what to do with you anymore. So you better come to the lounge if you can. If you can't, then I totally understand. And I love you, and I'll see you next week. But as for that, next week is two big things. The Supreme Court decision, and we have the debate on Thursday. So mark your calendars and reserve for Thursday's date, because we have a date to watch the debate. Oh God, that should be a real fucking nightmare. I hate debates. They make me too stressed out. It's like my son's going up there to debate or something, which it's not true. Anyway, have a great weekend. Really looking forward to Rig Trivia tonight. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Yeah, it's going to be a great, nice trivia night. It's going to be real cozy. So please come to trivia tonight, and for a super cozy way to end your week, okay? Yes, we should. Oh, well, Gal suggested we create bingo cards for this, and I am creating bingo cards. So watch my Twitter and the YouTube community posts for bingo cards for next week's thing. I'm actually going to come up with 5 different bingo cards, okay? So this is going to be a legitimate bingo game. You understand that? It's a legitimate fucking bingo game. So you'll have a choice of cards, okay? This is a legitimate thing. There's no prizes. Yes, need a space for Trump uttering yes, that's a good one, Max. I will do that. And the muted easily. That will definitely be it. I hate debates. Yeah, we're just going to try and make it bearable. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, so we'll make it fun, because it's not going to be fun otherwise. So, and I'm trying to get Gal and maybe Jim and whoever else, get some people to come on with voice, so that we can have multiple voices over the debate. So, and get some smart people in there, so you don't just have to listen to me. All right. Love you guys. Have the best day ever. I'll see you tonight. And stay sexy, right? Make it happen. Okay. So here we go. Bye. Oh, he'll swear, Max. No worries. He'll disappoint us.